What's up, guys? This is Seville with another Marvel Studios The First 10 Years Marvel Legends Action Figure Review. Today, I'm going to be talking about pack number 9, featuring Captain America and Crossbones. This set is based on the Captain America Civil War movie from 2016 and features the first ever Crossbones Marvel Legends figure based on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This line features specialized packaging, which looks great for inbox collectors. But for the rest of us, it's time to get this open. Just real quick before we get back to it, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below. And if you want to see more from me, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. With them finally out of the box, I'm going to give each figure their own time on the spinner so that you can see them all the way around. So far, this Captain America figure doesn't look like it's changed very much in relation to the one released in the original Civil War wave. If not for the extra head accessory, there probably wouldn't be much new here. Unlike Crossbones, who is totally new from top to bottom, and absolutely looks great so far. I can definitely see why this figure has been highly sought after. Once this rotation is finished, we'll go ahead and start getting a closer look at the details of each of these figures. Starting with Captain America himself and comparing him to the version in the original Civil War wave. The main bodies are exactly the same, with the exception of the paint being a little less glossy on the new one. The real difference between these figures is all in the head sculpt. The new one has a greater sense of detail and depth. With it, you get a better sense of the mask being over his face, rather than being painted on like the first one. And that greater sense of detail does continue all the way around to the back. Of course, the most unique thing with this figure is the brand new Chris Evans head sculpt. This is clearly the most accurate Marvel Legends figure for Chris Evans ever. Now, if only we could get a sculpt of this quality based on the Infinity War look, because I still have no idea what happened here. As far as the articulation goes, it is all pretty much exactly as expected, with points in the neck, shoulders, biceps, the double elbows, and the wrist, along with the ab crunch and the waist twist, plus points in the hips, thighs, the double knee, the calves, and the ankles. Because this figure is so similar to the previous one, with the exception of the head sculpts, I'm going to have to go ahead and keep it back at a 4-star rating, which does mean it's still awesome. But if you don't already have the older one, then the new one is certainly a great one to have. Especially since it comes packed with the brand new Crossbones figure. Crossbones is totally new, so there's nothing else to compare him to. The gauntlets on his arms are just accessories that lay over his forearms and have a handle for him to grab onto. They do look really cool, and his arms do look a bit bare without them. The rest of the figure is pretty well detailed, with weapons and other accessories that are all part of the sculpt. The vest is a separate piece and can be detached in the back, but it fits really tight, so I personally wouldn't recommend it. Much like with the new Captain America, this masked head sculpt has a great sense of depth, with the eyes clearly sunk in beneath the mask, and other raised details around the backside. The unmasked sculpt is incredibly accurate and just as detailed, with scars, cuts, and scratches sculpted into the face and not just painted on. He does have all the same articulation in the neck, shoulders, biceps, double elbows, and the wrist, as well as the hips, thighs, double knees, and the ankles. He does also have the ab crunch and the waist twist, but some of the gear can get in the way of that. With Crossbones being a totally new figure, it's time to go through my guidelines for a complete and fair review. He does have well over 20 points of articulation, and the sculpt is highly detailed, as well as being entirely new and incredibly accurate. He is in scale with other Marvel Legends, and he's not too fragile. He does balance really well. I actually had more trouble with Captain America during this recording. He does come with multiple accessories, and the price does seem fair for the overall package, which so far I've had no trouble finding at Target or GameStop. Which leads Crossbones to a 5-star rating, meaning he is amazing and worth owning for all collectors of this line. So I definitely think this set is worth picking up. If you like this review and you have not already subscribed, please do so. That way, you'll be notified when I review pack number 8, featuring Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.